Hi all, in the following video I'm going to attempt to answer the question on task 2 around first pull technique. I'll try and explore why there's a need for an alternative and in particular the difference this can make for different athletes. So in the video we're going to look at the differences in first pull technique between myself and my colleague Robbo. Before obviously we go any further in the video, there are technical flaws in both of our technique and areas to improve, but in this video I'm going to kind of look at the problems posed to us both in the first pull technique, and then hopefully obviously find a way to overcome them. So as we've looked at in the lectures, and in terms of weightlifting experience, the role of the first pull is to obviously move the knees out of the way in order to allow for transition into the power position, the jump position, whatever you like to call it, so that we can obviously get the bar overhead. That's obviously Robbo lifting there. Here's me. So essentially what we do is we start in the start position, body weight at mid-foot, the knees extend and move backwards, and the weight shifts to rear foot as you get into transition. If you hadn't been able to notice already, Robbo is a lot taller than me. I'm 170 centimeters, he's around 187. He also has a greater lower limb length, which means he has to do more in order for his knees to extend and move out of the way of the bar in the first pull. Also, if you take a look at these stills, Robbo's knees protrude the bar more so than my do's relative to his body position. And what we need to do here is find an alternative starting position for Robbo so that he doesn't have to perform as much extension in the sagittal plane. So what I'm trying to do here is show you in these very basic diagrams the position of the femur relative to the bar. The first diagram shows the position of the femur when the feet are parallel, and this causes greater ankle flexion as opposed to the alternatives that I'm about to show you. And as I said previously, it also means that the knees protrude the bar more so than the alternative I'm about to show you. The second diagram shows the position of the femur when the feet are externally rotated. This incorporates rotation at the hip and changes the position of the knees relative to the bar. So by externally rotating at the feet and the hips, we reduce the amount of extension required at the knees during the first pull. The next four stills just showed the position of the feet, the knees and the hips when the feet and the hips are externally rotated. Just as a note, I know that I'm using a clean grip here, but the principles still apply for the snatch also. So to finalise, I'm just demoing the snatch with the feet and the hips externally rotated, and what we're able to see is that by rotating the feet and the hips, the amount of required knee extension is reduced. In summary, incorporating rotation at the hips and the feet, taller athletes or athletes with a longer lower limb length may find this advantageous, as this reduces the amount of extension required during the first pull and also the amount of ankle flexion required in the start position.